Hello, guys. Judging from the title of this video, okay, no, all right. Judging from the title of this video, I'm sure you've seen. We are going to be talking about my journey with braces. Welcome to this channel. If you're new, my name is Kele, and this platform is a platform where we share everything related to personal growth. So we share content around finances, we show content around business, reinvention, you name it. It's a channel where you come if you want to grow. So today we're going to be talking about my journey with braces. I'm just going to be sharing particularly what to expect, how to conduct yourself as you're going to be going on the treatment, what to expect in the first few days, and just everything you may really be wondering as you are thinking about fixing your smile. So guys, my name is Pussy, I've already mentioned, and we'll jump onto it. So one of the things that I wish I knew about fixing braces is that it's a journey. So growing up, I knew, I saw my teeth, that they are crooked, that there is in fact what happened is that I didn't really extract my teeth. I didn't like the process of extracting teeth. So maybe just to give you background, my mom was at school when we were growing up. So my mom went for her tertiary studies and we were left with my dad, and my dad was not really nice with us when it came to things like extracting teeth. So I was always scared of telling him that my teeth was loose and it's time to take it out. I really didn't have the experience of many kids growing up who were told about a tooth fairy and that the tooth fairy is going to come with money and all those things if they extract their tooth. My dad is just a traditional Swazi man who really just was very rough with us when it comes to the extraction. So my mom not being there, I was really scared to share with my dad when it was time for us to extract our teeth, so that led to crowding of my teeth, specifically my bottom incisor teeth, and later on the teeth were removed, but then it means then the new teeth grew a bit upper, and they were really misaligned, if I were to call it like that. So in this video I just want to share, I think now we have context on why I got braces. And then we were told that braces would be a solution. Most people get their braces at a very early age, as children. In fact, we did have a family that was close to us that one of their children got braces, but then when we inquired, it was thousands and thousands of rands my parents didn't have, and we didn't have medical aid. So then now that was not an option for us. Then I told myself that maybe later in my life, if I could afford, then I'm going to fix my teeth and fix my smile and be happy about it. So this is not something that happened when I was working. I really didn't think about it, even though I had medical aid. I wish really I really inquired about it, but I didn't. Even now going into the treatment, I wasn't really fully prepared. I just was curious. Oh, we are now on medical aid, and one of the things that I really would like to fix is my teeth. So then I just went into the nearest dentist. Honestly, I really wish I had done more research and inquired, or even asked on social media. I know different people already have experiences with dentists. So I just went to the nearest dentist. I went on Google and I found the nearest dentist. And I went there, and just going in there, I didn't know what to expect. So I just talked to the lady at the reception and said, hey, I just want to see the doctor and inquire about braces. And guess what? They really don't tell you the truth. They don't allow you to the information. They don't give you access to the information because you need to pay for consultation. You need to go in and see the doctor, and that's money to them, so they didn't tell me what to expect. They didn't tell me the price of the treatment. They didn't tell me anything. Instead, they asked for my medical aid card and said, we want to see if you have enough money for braces. And they confirmed that I do have money, and they said, okay, we're scheduling you for an appointment next week to see the doctor. Okay, so then I shared with my husband that I'm going to be seeing the dentist, and possibly get braces. In fact, I didn't think I was going to come back with braces. I thought the dentist was going to look at me, look at my teeth, prepare me, tell me the expectations, and then we'll take it from there. But guess what? They didn't do that. They just took me straight into the procedure, and I came out with braces. Am I happy? Not entirely, because I really feel I wasn't prepared. In fact, even when I went into the when I was given the forms to sign and everything, I didn't sign the part that said I was prepared for the procedure. And the doctor has explained, because the doctor had not explained to me. The doctor was not even there, at the time of signing the consent form. And I just told the lady, I'm going to wait until I see the doctor for me to eventually sign. So anyway, guys, I don't want this video to be long. So I really feel I had watched videos like this one, or I talked to someone who had someone who had done this treatment before I went in, because I was not prepared. And I had packed my lunch. It was pap and pork. Honestly, I wouldn't really have done that, and I would have gone into the procedure having eaten before. I was anxious, so I really didn't I didn't have appetite because I was anxious. I didn't know what to expect. But the truth is, I would have eaten a full meal before the procedure, knowing that coming out immediately I wouldn't be able to eat. Anyway, so for those that are wondering what are braces are this. Braces are basically a treatment, an orthodontist treatment that they will give you to straighten either crooked teeth, misaligned teeth, or crowding teeth. So growing up as kids, our teeth get loose, and then it's time to extract them so that to make room for new teeth. I think it's called milk teeth. So sometimes during the process of losing your old teeth and getting new teeth, there's misalignment, maybe there's crowding, as I've already shared my story, and the like. So braces are actually a way of correcting. So there's many braces actually in medical care or surgery, but today we're talking about dental braces, something that I'm sure you've already seen around in a lot of people. So what are the things that or rather misconceptions about braces? So a lot of people think braces are a current trend that they see for people to show their economic status. I got it a lot, immediately after getting my braces. The very first question that people asked me was, how much? Because they already have an idea that braces are not cheap, and people just look at you a funny way, because a lot of the time there's insecurities that you have about your teeth, or rather the things that you have lived with all your life. For other people, it's not really that obvious. It really depends really on the situation, but different people have different, situations that require braces as a treatment. And one of the things that I got was, but your teeth are already okay, what exactly are you fixing? But because people are misinformed, and people think of braces as just a way of showing off that you have money, and that is not even true. Other people, it's not even true. I don't even want to go there. It's not even true. It is an expensive treatment, and a lot of people can't afford it, which is why when you get braces, people are immediately going to think it's about the money. The second thing about braces is that you're going to be asked, why now? People are going to ask you why now, because they think all your life you've lived with your teeth. Why now? But that is the case with a lot of things. For example, I got my glasses very early in life. So my short-sightedness was diagnosed at a very, very early in life. I think I was 14, so coming back to school with glasses, people were like, hi bo, you are just flexing, but I knew what was wrong with me, and I knew that at that time my mom was able to then now get the funds for me to get my first classes, for even braces, even other treatments, adult treatments that you're going to have, or maybe get into. People are going to say, why now? But sometimes it's because I'm ready now, sometimes it's because I can afford now, sometimes it's because I have access now, sometimes, there's many reasons. And I find it very weird when people just ask you why now, because now is the time. It's like, why did you go to the doctor now for a surgery or something? It's because it's either I have access, to the treatment now, or I have information now, or what, for whatever reason. But for me particularly, if you ask me why now, one of the things is I now work on the camera, just doing my content around maybe on YouTube and on Zoom, just being a coach and working with people online. I just notice, my teeth a lot now, and it's just an insecurity that then makes me feel like I don't want to go ahead and do it, because then people are looking at my teeth. It really is not a confidence thing. I've always been that kind of person who will do it anyway, even with that. But to be honest with you, I've just seen it so much of late, and I thought to myself, maybe it's time for me to take a look at, options for me to get my teeth straight. So that is why. And then the second thing is that we have medical aid, have cover for teeth, so for dental health. So yeah, and I was just lucky to be able to go in and have them say, yes, I do have access to dental care, orthodontist care. So yeah, that is the reason why now for me. So for other people, it may be for other reasons. In fact, I would really recommend for parents to just look at their children, especially growing up after, maybe getting their milk teeth. Is it milk teeth or whatever? But those teeth that will be extracted and grow in childhood. Check your children and see if you can be able to fix their teeth using braces at that point. So now we're going to go ahead and look at the procedure, what to expect as you go for the procedure. So maybe just to help you guys, the day before, or rather as you're going into the procedure, even before, make sure that you eat. Make sure that you eat, and you eat your favorite foods, because coming back from the procedure, you are not going to be able to bite, especially on hard foods. So make sure that you go into the orthodontist room having eaten, or rather full, because then coming out of that room, you may not be able to eat properly for the first few days really, and also just immediately, because then you will have this new thing on your teeth. So make sure that you eat, but also prepare yourself financially, and also prepare yourself in terms of your meals. So the funny thing that happened for me is that I had recently started meal planning for my family, and I was super excited that finally we're finding structure in our family, and this is what we're going to be eating, and we'll prepare our meals, only to find that coming out with braces, I will now have special meals. I will need to have special meals for myself. It's not really that you can't eat what everyone is eating, but you are now unable to eat hard foods. You're unable to bite things like toast, like celery, like apples, like carrots are hard for you. You can't bite on meat, chew on bones, all those things. So then now the way you prepare your meals is going to be different. So it's important to know that, so that you're also prepared. So going in, so I'm just going to share the experience now at the dentist room, or at the orthodontist room. So going in, you're going to be asked to fill in your details and then sign a consent form. I wish my dentist, or rather my doctor, had sat me down to explain the procedure before I got through there, because high shame, I didn't like the experience. I was made to sign things and just go through with consenting to a procedure that I really knew nothing about. So just going into to inquire, I thought, let me just go in and inquire about braces, because this is something that I think I can be able to afford at this point. I really had not done much research. I really did not know what to expect. So I had thought they were going to take a look at my teeth, explain the pros and cons of the procedure, and then go ahead, to do the procedure on me only after I've consented and gotten full information. But that didn't happen. That is why I'm saying take your time to watch videos like this one. Go on Google, go on Pinterest. There's plenty of blogs about braces and dental care, so that you are fully prepared. But yeah, that is what you need to know. You're going to have to consent. If you're underage, obviously the procedure is not going to be done to you without your parents, so then go in there and you're ready for it. And then in terms of money, being prepared with money, if you're going to be using cash, you need to have money for consultation. Doctors in Eswatini are going to charge something like 700 to 1.2 just to see the doctor who is going to recommend the treatment for you. So the thing is, sometimes you just want to Google and get the information. I've been noticing on Facebook people asking on doctors' pages how much. Sometimes they don't. In fact, most of the time they don't really share their prices like that or share their information like that, because of course it really depends on what you're looking for. And also there is a consultation fee for a doctor, so they're not going to give you the information like that, because they want you to come in and they charge you for consultation, which is something that you're not going to escape. So that is why I'm saying be prepared even financially, because even before you go into it, you will need to have money. If you're not using medical aid, you need to have cash. If you're using medical aid, inquire if it's something that can be covered based on your your benefit. So yeah, be prepared for consultation. And then after consultation, you're going to be they're going to take photos of your teeth. So this is something that I wish I knew, because I was going to take my own photos so that I'm able to document my journey. I don't know why I didn't think of it. The only photos and the one that you see on the thumbnail is from a video that I took shortly before I went to to get the treatment. So sometimes it's very important to document your journey, so that you also know. Remember, this is you who is trying to get a new smile, a new set of teeth, a new look, so be involved in it, and take your own pictures, or ask your doctor to share the pictures that they took of you if you really don't have your own. So they're going to take a picture. So when they're taking a picture, they're going to open up your mouth, open up your jaw, and separate your lips, so that they are able to see fully what is happening inside your teeth. So they're going to take pictures, and then the next thing, they're going to do an x-ray. That is also an extra cost that you need to be prepared for. I'm not really sure how much it will cost if you're paying cash, but do inquire about it, because an x-ray is necessary for them to see what is happening. And is it painful? It's mildly painful, not so much, but it's so uncomfortable. Like they put this thingamy inside your mouth towards your, oh my goodness, my my anatomy and physiology is failing me right now. What kind of a nurse am I? But they're going to put in this device that is going to then take a picture of what is happening inside, and that is going to be your x-ray. So from the x-ray, now they may have to clean your teeth. So this is another point, guys, that I want you to know about going into braces treatment. I wish I listened to my science book in primary school that said you need to visit the dentist 2 times a year, because this is not something I was doing. A lot of us go to the doctors when we are sick, which is a very bad health practice. You need to be doing your routine checkups and your routine cleaning and the like. And some of these things you see them now when you're going to treatment, or maybe now when the consequences are obvious. But I wish I was doing routine cleaning of my teeth without really needing braces, because then now doing it with the braces, it really then felt so uncomfortable. I was anxious, and it was now a lot of things happening in one day: the cleaning and the installation of the braces. And it was my first time doing the cleaning, it was my first time doing all these things. And yeah, I just wish I didn't really have to I didn't procrastinate on seeing the dentist or the doctor until I needed the braces themselves. So make sure that you see the dentist often. I know for us black people and us just coming from humble backgrounds and poor economies, it's not something that we prioritize. I only go to the doctor when it's necessary, but I'm telling you, your dental health is very necessary. Your dental health is a priority. If you want to look good, if you want to enjoy the way you look, go into spaces where your face as things like video, things like being a teacher, being someone that is on the face of people and you're talking a lot, you need to prioritize your dental health. So I wish I knew this, because then now when they were cleaning me, it was uncomfortable. It was like I'd never done it before, and I don't really wish it on anyone. So during the cleaning process, what do? Is they clean your teeth in depth, cleaning, removing plaque in between the teeth, the spaces where your toothbrush can't go. That is how cleaning happens. So then during the cleaning, they are going to be also using something that is going to suction, the saliva and all the fluids in your mouth, to make sure that as they are cleaning you, there's no disturbances. So that is quite uncomfortable, but they're going to be cleaning, and sometimes they're going to be the inner parts of your mouth. You remember, they're very soft, and sensitive, so you may find that it hurts here and there, but it's not really something to worry about. And then now, after cleaning, the next part now is they are going to be installing the braces. So the installation process of the braces is not painful at all, just uncomfortable when they put this thing, the what do you call this, I'm not sure what they call it, but it's kind of like something to spread your mouth apart so that they're able to see. I've forgotten what they call it in gynae, but it's the similar thing that if you've done a pap smear, you've seen how they open up your cervix. Same thing happens when they're opening up your mouth. So the process is not painful. It's a procedure that may take maybe an hour or so, and they're also going to be using wax and elastic. So this is another thing that I wish I knew before I went in the procedure. Your braces, when you look at them, you just see metal, and if you're a layperson or someone who's not really interested in braces, you will not know. So there's this wire that goes that way, and there's also now these kind of, if you know what a fence looks like, there's a fence and then there's these logs to hold the fence together. So yeah, that is what I'm trying to explain. And then there's something called elastic. I don't know if it's elastic or whatnot, that comes in different colors. So that is now the color of your braces. So I didn't really know about that. I wasn't really paying attention to it. So midway into my procedure, the doctor asked me what color I would like. I didn't know the different colors. I didn't know what to expect. And at that time, I think I was just anxious, and I was just like, I really wanted this thing to be over, because I honestly, so I wish I knew about this, and I chose my color even before going into the dentist for my braces. So this is what I'm going to give you a tip on. Go online and check out. I'm going to put in this thing for the colors so that you see. I don't know what it's called medically, but you need to choose your color. I was scared because then now I was seeing your purples, your oranges, your pinks, and I really didn't want it to be obvious. Remember, we're not doing braces to be seen. We're putting on braces to fix our teeth. And now this new look that I'm really getting is not something that I want. It's giving, I'm looking for attention vibes, and that is not really what I'm looking for. And I'm going to just be smiling and talking, and the whole time people are going to be looking at this. So I really didn't want something that was going to be very obvious. Speaking of that, there's something called ceramic braces that that are kind of like pricey, that people go for. So these are not the metallic ones that you see that I have. There's also ceramic braces that people go for. There's all other options other than visible braces, but do your research and check your budget and go for it. But what I'm trying to say is, I didn't really know about the different colors and the like, so I tried to move towards the clear side. I think I eventually found a caramelish one, the doctor said it's not going to be visible unless maybe I eat my curries or something that is going to stain and that is going to be visible. So I really didn't want red, something blue, something purple. Honestly, maybe for kids that makes sense. For me, it did not make sense. So that is why I'm saying do your research so that you are able to choose the one that works for you. All right. Now that that has been done, the installation was done. Yeah. After that, my understand, guys. Remember, I'm sharing my experience. I really don't know if this is how braces should be installed to a patient. I'm just sharing my experience. So after that, the first thing I did when I was like coming out from that from the surgery chair, I just went straight to the mirror because I was really concerned about how I look. Of course, braces are not a cosmetic thing. They are not supposed to make you look nice. They are a corrective procedure for a problem. So you're not supposed to be looking nice, but you also want to, look okay so that you get used to yourself and, it doesn't raise eyebrows to people. Then going into it, hypo. I didn't notice my teeth had such a problem, especially the bottom teeth that I was talking about. So my braces were not just straight, as you can see, because these two teeth are like high up there. So then as they put in the braces, they're trying to follow the normal root of the teeth and hypo. I started to feel uncomfortable. I was just like, wow, this is not something that I was told. So anyway, yeah, they told me you need to now be careful of what you eat. You can't eat hard foods. You can't eat gum, chewy foods. You can't drink maybe things that are going to have sugar and go straight into your teeth. You'll need a straw and all those things. But yeah, and then I left, going back to my life. So yeah, that is the procedure. It was going to last about an hour and it's not really painful. The cleaning is important, the x-ray is important, the what else is important, the before and after pictures are important. Yeah, that is basically what goes into the procedure. So now, what are the first few days with braces like? So the important thing is you are going to now have to prepare your meals differently. You're now going to be eating maybe your smoothies, blended foods, crushed foods. If you're eating meat, it has to be chewed into smaller pieces, bite sizes, so that it's easy for you to just go straight into chewing without really having to bite it. You're going to have to avoid things that are going to just using your front teeth, your incisors is something that is going to be difficult, especially within the first few days of having braces. So it's important for you to know that. And managing pain and discomfort, I personally didn't have any pain except maybe just for a discomfort here and there, and also the fact that they were cleaning my teeth before, and just the white thing that they put to separate my mouth. But I didn't really have any obvious pain, so I didn't need any painkillers. But the situation can be different. We all also have different pain threshold, which is why I can say it's not painful and you still find it painful. So have your painkillers. You can have your painkillers before if you're scared, or even maybe afterwards. Just have your painkillers if you have low tolerance for pain. So that is it. I didn't feel any pain. I now had to eat my food. I remember that I had packed my pork and pap. However, it was the hardest to eat. The first thing that shocked me with eating my first meal is how the food will just stick onto my mouth. I didn't know that as we're eating food, there's a whole lot of sticking that happens on our teeth, because also I didn't pay attention, so I just keep a glass of water to just wash and gargle and as I'm eating. And yeah, immediately afterwards I also just take a mirror and look at my teeth to see if there's any pieces of food that are sticking in. So there's something called interspace brush cleaner. So you can get it from your dentist or from clinics. So the interspace brush cleaner is something like a toothpick, but that has bristles, and it's made maybe I think of latex, also of rubber. So it allows you to clean in between the teeth. You need to get that. You just get a few. It's disposable. Maybe for 50 rands, 100 rands or so. It's not really expensive. That is going to come in handy. So that. I also have mouthwash. So you need a fluoride mouthwash. That is also very important, because a fluoride mouthwash comes in handy, after maybe a day or so, to make sure every day mouthwash at least once. That is what I'm trying to say. You don't really need to mouthwash after every meal. Just once a day, it's fine. Maybe when you go to bed, make sure that you rinse your mouth with mouthwash, and it should be strictly a fluoride mouthwash and not an alcohol based mouthwash. So check it, and have, if you can have a travel size also, just to keep it in your bag. That is also going to come in handy. So mouthwash is going to be very important. Yeah, that is basically it in terms of how my life has been modified by braces. Of course, every time I talk to people, I think they're looking at my braces when they are not. So people are just looking at me like they've always looked at me. I've never thought they were looking at my teeth before. So yeah, it's just natural to feel like as you're talking, people are looking at your teeth, but people are looking at you because they're making eye contact. So it is going to take time for me to adjust to the fact that people are discovering this new thing about me. Yeah, but also they don't look big as I think in my head. I think in my head this is this big thing that is in my mouth and distracting, but no, they give you braces that are the size of your teeth. And yeah, it's nothing really really weird. um what I'm eating, yesterday I had mashed potatoes and chicken burger. The burger is kind of like really soft, and I was able to eat with a fork and knife. So if the fork and knife has to be a friend with braces, because you're no longer biting on things now you're just eating, small sizes. I also ate what, noodles and yeah, and fish. So things like fish, noodles, soft foods are really really good for you, versus hard things that you need to chew and break with your teeth and the like. So yeah, that is what I've been eating. I'm no longer eating toasted bread because it's hard. I'm no longer eating apples. If I have to eat apples, I need to blend them, or I need to chop them into very small sizes. Yeah, so there's a lot of admin. It's like, or even making, my husband even made a remark the other day and said, you are now bully, because then now you've gone back to be a child, and you've gone back to be a child who needs, soft food, ground foods, and all those things. So I'm no longer eating things like popcorn, because it doesn't make sense to eat popcorn. Popcorn is hard. It's, all those things. So yeah, guys, that has been my experience with braces. My next checkup is in 6 weeks. That is what I was told by the doctor, and that is also going to include assessment of how the treatment is going, and tightening here and there and the like. So now I just want us to talk about the cost. I know for someone who has shared with you guys that I'm on medical aid, it may look like I don't know what it takes, but I then inquired with the doctor because I was curious, how much does it cost? So the procedure that I've done already cost something like 18,000, and that includes the consultation, the x-ray, and the installation of the braces. And yeah, because I'm covered, they're going to claim that from Swazimed. But for someone that is bringing in cash, please inquire, because I don't know, the prices may be different, but that is what they told me. You need money for consultation. I've already mentioned earlier on that it's about 1.2 or so to see the doctor, for the first treatment. And then you also need money for the x-ray, which is something like, I think, 3 or 4,000. And then now you need the installation. I think it's something like 12 to 15,000. So yeah, but then there's also ongoing costs now that are associated with maybe tightening. If you break, maybe a brace or a wire, you now need to pay, I think it's something like 400. So try and avoid using your teeth to chew on, or to bite on hard things, because then it's very very costly. So yeah, that is basically it. If this is something that you want, go ahead, really budget for it, plan for it, plan for your children. Parents, please, if you can, do this for your children early in their life, because I'm telling you, it's not nice at this ripe age of mine to be seen with wires on your face. Honestly, this is the time when I should just be enjoying my teeth and doing the things that I'm doing, working without really worrying about body image. But I'm not really complaining. I'm just grateful to God to be able to afford this procedure, and I'm looking forward to really a successful treatment. I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'm going to be sharing my journey as I go. But yeah, I thought let me just come on here, to just share my new journey, and also to help someone who's been considering fixing their teeth, or just wondering how do I do this for my child or my sister or my mother who needs obviously treatment for their teeth. So yeah guys, thank you so much. I hope that you loved this video and you found it helpful. And if you haven't subscribed, why haven't you subscribed? Why would you watch a video until the end and not subscribe? Please go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notification button so that you are able to be informed first when the video is out. Thank you so much guys. I love you so much, and I truly appreciate you as part of my community and part of my YouTube viewers. Thank you. Bye bye.